Hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing well. So today on stream, I got asked a pretty interesting question, one that I couldn't really answer immediately. Somebody asked me why I never use the Barter Trades traders, and no, honestly, I just never had an answer. And kind of thinking like now back to it, is I just never really pay attention to them. I feel like as an experienced Tarkov player, as I think many of you guys can kind of attest to, is that if you want something, you just go buy it on the flea market, right? But I think as a patch where I think most people have a lot less money than they did last patch, I think more people are looking for ways to kind of cut costs, save some money, kind of where they can. And so I thought it'd be a pretty good idea to go over all the traders, find out what are the best 3 barter trades, and just kind of see how much money you're actually saving. Okay, so we're gonna kick things off with probably one of the best barter trades in the game. And the reason I say this is because you need 2 of these forward armors to hand in for the Ragmag questline. So you need one from between 0% to 50% in terms of its durability, and then you need one from 50% to 100%. Right. So if we browse the market over here, right, ones that go for 100 are 360k. The trade for the forward armor at Prapor, you're looking at about 160k to 180k for the total price of the trade. So you can save yourself 200k for the one we must hand in one from 50% to 100%. When it comes to the one for 0% to 50%, you're looking at about 1.8 million. So what you can do is you can do both trades for about 180. And then the one where you must get it from between 0 to 50%, you can spawn into a raid with a friend, have your friend fire some rounds into your stomach, your chest, your arms, or whatever, until it's reached that value. You can then throw the armor into a bush. You can then receive it back the next day inside your insurance returns, or you can put it into your bag, or just wear out the armor, then hand it in for the quest. You can save yourself like 1.4 million. So that's pretty cool. The next one we're going to be looking at is the AKM. Now keep in mind, it does require the small cans of beef stew, which are required for a task. So make sure if you do this trade, you use ones that aren't found in raid, just to kind of make your life a bit easier. The total price of this trade is, I think they go for 7.5k. So 3 of them, you're looking about the 23k for the gun. And the gun goes for about 37k on flea. Ones would actually have things over there. There we go. So you can save yourself some cash. The good thing about this trade is it's available from Prapor 1. So you have access to a pretty decent gun from quite early on. Moving on to the third and final one. These traders are lagging. The third and final trade was the trade for the raid bag. Now, the price of the raid bag on flea is 170k essentially. Or you can do the trade for 2 of the M cables, which are the 35k each, basically. So you save yourself about 110k per trade. Okay, so coming across to the therapist trades, the first one we're gonna have a look at is the trade for the money case. You need 5 gold chains, 2 rollers, 2 of the skull rings. This trade will cost you about 320k. The value of the money case is like 370 to 400, so you can save yourself some cash there. It's a pretty straightforward one, especially if you get these items that aren't found in raid. You'll save yourself even more since the values are a bit more on flea market. So maybe do this trade with ones that are not found in raid, and keep the ones that are found in raid just to sell on flea market to make some cash. The second item we're gonna have a look at was the grizzly. So it doesn't seem like much, but you need 1 gas and 1 UV lamp. So this trade will cost you about the 20k for a grizzly kit. It's definitely worth it, especially when you just have these items just lying around inside your stash. Then the final item we're gonna have a look at is the Meds case trade. You need 7 blood sets, 7 syringes, and 2 of the Vaselines. This trade will cost you about 220k. And the value of the mate's case is about 250 to like 270, just depending on the time. You can save yourself some cash there. I just kind of want to emphasize these trades are like really are just way more worth it when you don't have these items found in raid. So make sure you keep track of the items you need for these trades, and the ones that are found in raid you can sell on the flea market. You can make some cash, and then when you have ones that aren't found in raid, you keep it, and when you have enough, you do the trade. And then by doing it that way, you'll save yourself quite a bit of money. Okay, so coming across to Peacekeeper, there were some pretty good trades here, but the top three I kind of found to do will be the MPX for 7 of the level 8 tags or above. Just a pretty good gun, and for 7 tags of pretty low players, you can do this trade all day and save some cash. Not really much else to say about that. Well, but we'll move on to the trade for the M4. This M4 build is probably worth about 170k to 180k if you start buying these parts individually. If you do it through this trade, you're looking at about, I did the math over here, I'm just trying to find it, 110k. So this trade is worth about 110k. So you save yourself about 80k. Even if you just use a few of these parts and you can sell the rest to a trader, you could still make some extra profit. And then the third and final one was the RSAS. Now, the RSAS on flea markets, right? I think it's like 400k, 360, yeah. You're getting about 360 to 400k, and the reason why this gun is so expensive in flea market is because it's needed for one of the gunsmith tasks. So if you just do it through handing and tags, you'll save yourself a lot of time and a lot of cash. So coming across to Mr. Mechanic, the first trade we're going to look at is the PP19. Unfortunately, if I do choose this weapon, it's not going to show you the trade you need, but I can just explain to you the item you need. You need one roller, and a roller is worth the 55k on flea market, the same price at which you sell the item to the therapist. And the cool thing about it is, once you've done the trade, even if you don't plan on using the item, you can simply just go sell the item back for some extra cash. Bam, you have made some cash. The second trade I want to mention is the trade for this Glock over here. So this trade is worth like the 35k. Again, once you've done the trade, you can use it. It's a pretty good trade, or you can just sell the item back and you can make some cash. Yeah, its value there is the 44k. Your last item I kind of want to go over is the trade for this SKS. You need one of the GP coins and one of the screwdrivers. So this trade is worth about the 32k. And for an SKS, you can't go wrong. It is a bargain. Yeah, so coming across to Ragman, I'm going to be honest, I had a really hard time trying to find items that I would think are worth the trade. The only one I really thought about mentioning was the trade for the Risty helmet, which is essentially an Ultim but with better ergo. Other than that, I went through everything. There really wasn't anything worth it. I thought about doing the slick trade, and then obviously I think the price for base slick or the tan slick or whatever it is just like 40 to 80k less than this slick. So you might as well just buy that slick instead of doing the trade. They just really aren't worth it. So Ragman for now, dudes, with the way the flea market is, there's nothing really that's really worth the trade. Okay, so last and final, we're here at Jaeger. The first one I want to go over is the trade for the Ollie log office key. This will cost you about 100k. I think the key on flea market's like 250, 270. Save yourself 170k. This will enable you to get your task done for the Ollie log office. So the second item I want to mention is the trade for the dog tag case. You're looking at about 120k for the 3 flash drives. Keep in mind, again, you do need found in raid flash drives. So if you haven't done the task, keep the ones that are found in raid and just buy 3 other ones. And I think you save yourself about 100k. 120, these will go for 240, so you actually save yourself about 130k by doing the trade rather than just going to buy the case outright. Okay, so the final item we're going to be looking here at Jaeger is the trade for the sick case. You need 12 paracord, 15 blue tape, 15 of the duct tape, 850 nails. The total price you're looking at about 820k to 850k. It's definitely worth it. It will save you a whole lot of space when it sits inside your container. If you guys feel like I missed out on any good trades, please do let me know inside the comment section down below. And as you guys know, you guys have heard it a million times before. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the algorithm on like these really small ass channels like mine. It will go a long way. Other than that, dudes, happy raiding. I'll see you guys for the next video.